Unlocking rock bands is one of the biggest power jumps when you're going for a culture victory in Civilization 6. It has two aspects to the way that they work. One, they slow the domestic tourism of the civilization where the concert is played. And two, they act as a tourism chop in the civilization where the concert is played. Unlike every other source of tourism, rock bands give you a bulk tourism boost on the turn that the concert is played. Every other form of tourism generation as a per turn situation. Unfortunately, most people generally use them as a way to slow down domestic tourism growth, which is beneficial if you have no other way and a civilization is taken off. Like in this scenario, with Trajan having 157 domestic tourism and the next closest opponent having 98, it would be a good idea to target Trajan. I, of course, in this game decided to just go to war with Trajan to slow his domestic tourism growth. But if that wasn't the case, sending rock bands over there could be the best use of them. But you also have to take into account, and this is the part I think a lot of people miss, the tourism modifiers that you have with the civilization that you are sending your rock bands to. These modifiers that you can see when you hover over the suitcase on the culture tab right here affect rock band's tourism generation as well. So right now I get 50% if I am playing in Trajan, who is, I don't know, about half the map away. Or if I look at the civilization that I did choose to send my rock bands to, I would also be earning 50% with Gordo of Greece. Now, another thing you have to take into account when you are sending your rock bands is the number of target districts that you have where you can perform. If you look right now, Greece has an absolute ton of target districts where this rock band can perform, and they're all very close to my civilization. So in one turn, I can take a promotion, and the next turn, I can perform at them. Another huge bonus that Greece has that's unique to them, well, not just them, but is unique to them in a small group of civilizations, is they build a lot of theater squares. Now, this doesn't matter for every rock band, but it matters because one of the strongest promotions for survivability of rock bands is the glam rock promotion, which makes your rock band perform 2 levels higher at the certain district, which is super important because if you look right now, if I perform at the theater square or anywhere, I have a 50% chance of the band dispersing, which means I don't have the rock band anymore. My investment's gone. Now, granted, theater squares have a very low tourism base level of 250, where wonders are the best place to perform with a starting level of tourism of 1,000. But the more important thing is survivability. So let's go ahead and fire off the Glam Rock promotion, and we'll go ahead and jump to the next turn. So now a turn later, after I've taken the Glam Rock promotion, I only have a 26% chance of the unit dispersing after this performance, which means I'm going to get more performances and more chances to get further promotions. With every level that your rock band gets, the chance of them breaking up decreases drastically. When you're looking at the promotions, you want to focus on promotions that grant you extra levels when you perform on them more so than anything. Like I said, Glam Rock is the best, in my opinion, because it's going to increase your survivability overall. Arena Rock would be better, but unfortunately, the AI, one, doesn't build a lot of entertainment complexes to begin with, and two, it needs a certain level of building in the entertainment complex for the rock band to be able to perform, and that's even less likely. So this promotion is basically just uncommon to be able to actually use. Now the other ones that are super beneficial in my opinion are album cover art, because one, it gives you 1 level more at wonders, and if you see when I click on the wonder right now, the tourism generated is 1,000, so that's the strongest tile you can perform at. So being able to perform at a better level there is good. And the other ones are Space Rock, which is right here, which allows you to perform better at campuses. And because it increases the level of tourism at it, it makes it almost as strong or stronger than a wonder, depending on what buildings they have there. And same thing with Surf Band, which is for seaside and resorts and harbors. Surf Band, I think, is slightly weaker because, once again, you're never going to see a seaside resort made by the AI, and harbors are just less likely for the AI to build. The ones I really focus on are Space Rock and Glam Rock. Goes to 11 is also a really important promotion to have. Unfortunately, it does nothing to affect the survivability, but getting extra tourism in the civilizations within 10 tiles is super huge. Now, if we look at the outcome of me playing all of my shows in Greece, you can see just how effective it worked out. As compared to every other civilization where I'm lucky if I got 22 tourists at the most, Greece, I was able to produce 44 tourism. That's an extra 24 tourists in just a few amount of turns. It's been 30 turns since I've unlocked rock bands. So in 30 turns, I was able to basically produce about 0.75 tourists each turn, give or take. I'm not going to do the actual math. And this is the turn rate before the win. I hope this helps out. If you have any other questions on rock bands or any aspect of the Civilization 6 game, please let me know. I'll shoot a video. Thanks.